thank my co-chair and my sponsor today, Barbara Stankowski. She's the CEO of Stankowski Advanced Strategies and a 2012 Florida Companies to Watch honoree with her company, Amptus Inc. So you'll be hearing from Barbara shortly. Thank you, Barbara, for all your support. I know you've been a longtime friend of mine and a great inspiration. So I'm really pleased to do this with you. So you all know our program today, as we talked about, is pivoting your business. So like many of you, I've had to pivot my business several times and evolve as those challenges are coming on, and they're still coming on, of course, today. So before we get started, I'd like to see how many of you have had to do that as well. How many of you have had to pivot your company? So I think we have another poll. Let's see, and this poll should be through Zoom. Here we go. So how often would you estimate you've pivoted as a CEO, president, or a business owner? You've never. I've pivoted 1 to 3 times. I've pivoted 4 to 6 times, more than I can count. And I know that these pivots could be, you might change complete industries, you might change complete product lines. There's a lot to it, I'm sure. So it looks like the poll results are in. So there's a couple of folks who have never had to pivot. Thank God for you. But it looks like the majority, around 46% of us, have pivoted at least 1 to 3 times in our company. So I think we all pretty much know the importance of being able to pivot. So with that, I think we want to kick off the program and set the stage for our presenting sponsor and co-chair. Barbara's going to lead us through a really engaging discussion on disruption and what it takes to pivot and thrive. She's going to be discussing some unique experiences that she's had as a CEO in 2020 and her response to those challenges. And from the lessons learned in 2020, what key actions do we need to integrate in our operations when life goes back to normal? So I think, Barbara will be talking a little bit about this through her presentation. So Barbara Stankowski, she's going to highlight several pivoting points over her distinguished 28-year U.S. Navy career. She's a retired Navy captain, and thank you for your service, Barbara. She's been an entrepreneur, building and selling successful businesses. She's renowned for her leadership expertise, and Barbara's partnered with masters such as Ken Blanchard. So seeing and hearing Barbara in action is always a treat, and we're really glad to have her in such an active role in today's program. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Barbara Stankowski.